Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus, and we are here with our glorious little base here, and things are progressing really nicely. We're getting sort of transition into the mid game. We got glass and we got steel, so it's time to use that to progress with our science, because science is kind of stuck. And in order for it to get unstuck, we need to get this, which requires the lab equipment 1. It requires paper, which is a new thing, and then glass to get this part. So that's going to be the first thing, and then once we have that, we can unlock all them goody science that we have here. And what we want to focus on today is going to improve our power, and then get some glass rocking chairs, and also get some recycling. So those will be the main topics for today, and then the next episode will be focused on improving our sour water stripping and our advanced oil. So the next episode will be very heavily oil based, but this one will be heavily based on science. So the thing we want to do is, well, we want to upgrade this one first. Let's get you upgraded to higher level. And then we're going to be getting... let's see, I want 2 of these here. That's very close. I guess that works. And these ones will now be making... Why are we doing vehicle parts? There. No vehicle. That's unfortunately something that we're going to see a lot of. So these are going to be here. And I think I want to limit... I'm going to kill all of this, because I really don't want this outbound here. I can also take this. Oh, there you go. These will be upgraded, but they can't be upgraded yet because they need some of these. That means we need to get this done first, and they will be built here. So we need to build it here, but not bring it out so we can get it here. So what do we need in here? We need some paper, which we're going to be making over here, and we need some glass. So luckily someone has been fast enough or insightful enough, I guess, to make some glass here. And I guess we do this. Yep. And then the glass will... Yeah. I guess we do here. And then that will just be a U-shaped lift. Oops. Oh no, a flat lift. Flat lift here. And then we're gonna get another flat, and that's gonna be here. And yeah. Yeah, and then the paper is the last one to come in. I don't actually think this is a good idea. I don't think I want this. I want... Yeah, then I'm gonna take all of this and get you over there. And then... Oh my god, I'm just messing things up now. So the reason why I want to get this on higher level... Here. And you will get in here. And... that will also go here into that location. This will now go 2 levels up, because I want the paper to come in at the ground level. That'll be here, and then 1 up. And then I'll go the other way. Here, but 1 up. I think that it is... This is fine. This is fine. You're gonna go from top level on level 2. Fine. And then we need to do the paper. So how do we make paper? That's a new thing. Paper comes from wood chips, lime, and steam. Okay, so wood chips means we start with this build here. You are gonna build that in here. And what are the items we want inbound? I think we want some base material here. This will be the lime, which will just go straight in. So lime goes straight in, and then the wood chips come in. That means I need a box of... Nope, a small box of wood. That will be here, and then I can also mark this as limestone, and then I also need to do all of these things, because that's how we need to do it there, and notify. We want to notify everything. So what happens after this? That needs to be chipped. That is over here by a shredder. And if I do this, then it complains, because it blocks the other one. Nope, it doesn't block this one now. Yep, and this one will be shredding the wood, so that gets 24 outbound of this. And then that needs to go into two things, because this needs a little bit of steam, a tiny bit of steam. So we need actually to get a boiler in here to make steam. Yes. Like this. Done. And, oops. Oh, see, that is complaining. There we go. Now it's no longer complaining here. And I need a smokestack on you. And then I also need this to go in here. And I think I need this go a little bit back. I don't like how that works. And then I'll have the output going in here. And in here. Sweet. And that's the paper. The gas, this comes... That's the wrong one. I need a level 1 pipe. No need to waste more. And then I need here 1, 2 up. And that just goes straight in there. That is getting us all we want. Do I feel like I need something else? Oh yeah, I need... These will generate some juicy stuff for us. So let's also make sure we get that. That is here. You know what? I'm gonna build the whole damn thing here. Done. And I will not build these outbounds. The reason why I'm not gonna build the outbounds is because I want them to stockpile in here so that I can use them to fast build this part. What I'm going to use at this point... Oh, you are not even selected. That will be... We need the wood chip one. And it should be easy because I just need 1.5. So it's basically idle all the time. I could bring it in somewhere else, but no. Now we have the wood chip, so that's fine. And the wood chip is coming in. We just need this one. It is also coming in. Then let's go back to under here. We have now a compactor that I'm going to be putting into this, which will compact our here. Because we only want to transport the compact stuff. That one. And that one. And that's also fine. And you. Right, so that's how this works. Let's see. How much you got? Nothing yet. Nothing yet either. Why is it not getting anything? This is the first craft. There we go. So we got the first craft. Yeah. So these will be upgraded in a second. That means this is already done. What we can work on is, let's see, recyclables is not something we can work on just yet. What I can work on is additional here. What I need is I need to continue to work on this here. I want to remove all of this area, so I'll just put in whatever I can here, at least 10. We want as many as possible. We actually want to go all the way up to our maximum of 170. Just going crazy with this. And why are you not moving? Oh, because there's still one that isn't assigned. There. And why are all of these... Yeah, they're just desperately trying to get in here because this is processing so slowly. Well, that's fine. We can always send more down here. So I'm going to continue to work on this one. We have still plenty more, so let's get 5 of these more and maybe, I don't know, a lot more of that. We want a lot of them because we need a huge amount of terraforming done. And I love terraforming in this game. Oh, look at that. These got built by themselves. I'm going to take you vehicle out. And then I am going to build this inbound. There. And unleash. And this will be unpowered or powered. And then we can start on the research. So, what research do we want the first? Oh, look at that. It's definitely power first. So, power first. Then I want recyclables like this. And then we also get households. After that, I think it's going to be the housing. And those are the ones we definitely want to do in this episode. So we got power generation. I am doing some crazy things down here, and I put way too many vehicles in, so now everything is not working well. So we'll probably have to do some, putting out some fires at some point. The thing we want to do here is we want to build a nice power plant. I want to build it here. I want to replace this. So what I've done is also I've built all of these diesel generators just for sort of emergencies while we tear this down and build it up again. So the thing we want to build is basically the same as what we have here. So let's start with this here. Then we have the new one that is the low density, low pressure turbine, which goes in here. And yes, I could expand it on top of the existing one, but I really want this to be looking nice. Yeah. And then we'll have 6 of these. These one each produce 6 each, so it's 12, and this one produce 3 each, so it's 3 plus 3, that's 6, so it's 18 in total. 18 in total consumed becomes 12 outbound. So each one of these columns produce 8, each one of these columns will produce 12. So we get a 50% increased power production from this build, which is amazing. Pillars may collapse. They have already collapsed. That means we lose water to our this plat, which is awesome. But I need to clear this area before we can reestablish this. It'll be fine for a bit, right? For a little bit, it'll be fine. So what I need to do here is I need to get a level 1 pipe. We don't want to use any pipes that are here, and then that goes here, and this one goes here. Then we need some inbound from this side, which will be, we're just going to use the same thing as here. And let's see. F here. And this now needs to go on this side. And I'm just going to build it like this. Which means it goes up, up, and into the next. Then we need these outbound. They will be water. That is a cooling tower. And that cooling tower will just fit in perfectly here. And that gives us water coming back like that. And that is basically the long and short of this design. I want 2 of these designs, and I want them kind of built over here in a way. So that's let's see, this I think it has to be like that, and there. So now they're evenly put inside of these locations. Great. So what do we want to do now? Well, I have residual water and I have residual water, and I need that residual water to be coming back to somewhere. But maybe first let's do some inputs. Unit store is low. That's kind of relevant because we know we're busy. We know we're building a lot of trucks. Oh wow, that's a lot of trucks. Extremely busy. We still need more trucks. More trucks. I don't know. I want 70. I built 7 and I have 60. Yep, that's perfect. And this one, I just need this corner to be done. Once this is done, then we can let them go back, and then I can fix this. I just need to fix this first before we continue with the power. This is too critical. So this was actually pretty severe because by not getting water in, our health tanked, because water actually gives quite a big bonus for both Unity and health. So yes, there we go. 10 plus 10 for health. Health is now back online as a positive number, even though we are running edicts. So that's definitely something. And Unity is back again because now it's positive. So we still need this corner, but at least we've established the line back again, and they can start working, or they can continue working on whatever they want. And I can continue working on this thing here. So what I want to do is I want to obviously have a build like this, and I will get let's make it a little bit further away. And we get a we get a U-shaped conveyor 1 that goes in here, and then I'm gonna build it like this. So what do I want in here? Because I also want one of these inbound, which is mainly just to illustrate where our problems are, or where this is, and I will build this at level 1, I guess. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I don't know. We could say that, yeah, let's, I don't know. This is level 2 now. Because water is coming in at level 2, isn't it? Yes, this is level 2. So we kind of want to have level 2 water there. So what I want is I want to have my level 1 pipe here. That goes in. Then I get the output water out. That goes out on level 2. Here. And there. So that's the water coming out. Then I have the water coming in. The return water, which goes... Let's get that at lower, at least level 1. Then this could very well be just at level 1. Or it could be a level 2. Let's get that at level 2 here. And then go... Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so this is now done. What I'm done is now take the residual water, the recycled water coming back at level 2, and then the new fresh water at level 1. That makes a lot more sense. And then it's prioritized as this one coming in here. And that also means that if I want to build it further. So what I need to do now is insanely stupid. I love those kind of things. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kill this. And we're going to pause this part. We are going to unpause all of this so that it will kick in. And we don't have enough people for this. Let's get some more people here, recruit some more people. We are already recruiting a lot of people out here. Yeah, we are losing a little bit. Do we have someone on the crew? No, we do not. So we do need more people here, but this will also need more people. So we do need more people inbound. And I do have a little bit, so I could sort of do this one for a little bit just to increase the growth and then just take the hit on Unity for a bit. Although I also need Unity. I also need Unity. Okay, so now it's time to kill this one. I'm going to take this out, and I am also allowing this one to go away. And then we'll just do a big delete, because I want this to be placed in the same spot. So I need this to be, closer. So we'll wait for this to... This is already being brought out. I don't know where it's being brought to. But we do have lots of coal, so it'll be bringing the coal somewhere else. And then it'll stop soon. As soon as either water or coal will run out, then we'll just rush in and take this out, which unfortunately is a little bit problematic because some idiot has decided to build 1 million trucks, and that used a lot of fuel. So we have to sort of desperately try to upcycle upscale our fuel. That is what I plan to do next time, and I wasn't planning on running out right now, but I was, because I got super greedy, because I love the whole landfilling here. So yeah, got a little bit overzealous on this. So here comes the fun part. We are deleting all of this, and you also need to go away, and you need to go away. There, it's done, and then I can take this down, and I'm actually pausing it. What is this? Oh man, this is one. This had disappeared. I really want to build it a little bit closer, so I need to make it. I don't want to build it this close. I want to build it here and build it aligned like this. This should be perfect. Yes, that is perfect. Okay, so let's now get this inbound. Nope, this is going from here. That one. And you should also not be paused. And then what I want to build automatically is this part. And then all of that, if at all possible. So let's get the first power back online. Yes, and then once that's online, then we're going to do this. And then we also want to make absolutely sure we get here. That one inbound, which will be... Oh, that's a really bad one that we can't do that now. Yep. You need to be aggressively getting in here. And this one is getting in here fast enough, so this shouldn't be a problem. This one I'd really want to be... Can I... Oops. Can I... More priority. Thank you. Yeah, so things are not going great, but what we really need is more Unity, because we've got more Unity. We can use this one here, or keep this one going so we get more health, because right now our main problem is honestly the fact that we have way too much water pollution. That's the one, and we need to get rid of it, and that comes from the sour water stripper, but I decided not to do it this episode, so I'm kind of stuck. So we're gonna have to endure, and that means fuel is not great. So what I want is I want to get something that will give us We need some glass rocking chairs. There we go. That should be a thing that we'd really like to get, and that will help us hopefully a little bit. So we need some boxes. Fuel station out of fuel. Everything is out of everything. So let's build this out here. And it's obviously because I built way too many other things here. This one goes over here, and then what's the last thing? It is steel. So I should also have a steel box. We just take the small boxes here. And yeah, these are here. Here, this one should also be notified if empty. And notified if empty. That means this one is not notifying it empty. Good. So, let's try to get this one built. I'm not going to build the whole thing, but I'll build 2 of these, which should be enough for all we need. Okay, so let's get this one built. Can I build it with Unity? No, I can probably not build it with Unity, so we'll have to make it good old-fashioned way here. There. And also this one. And I think they're also stopped for production. There. And then I will need down here an IKEA. And that will be household goods market. Let's build that. Oh, we have a biomass. Crazy. Should also get a biomass here. And the biomass should always be having a box like this, because then I can monitor what is coming in and out, or if it's jamming, which it probably will. There. And this one will be biomass. I have a lot of that. Bling, 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 bling. Get rid of that. And a warning if full. Low supply of glass. Low supply of glass? That's odd. Oh, right. That's because it just got made. Oh, I'm freaking out here. We have a little bit of Unity, so I can go out here and recruit a few from these locations here. Good. So this one should get built now, and we start making the rocking chairs. This one will be rocking chairs. I don't want to have a warning on this. I just want it to be built eventually. And once this one gets built, then we'll also get this in. Oh, and we have that. Well, it'll be amazing once we get this here. This will be biomass, and there'll be a ton of biomass, which will also, the good news about biomass is there will be less waste, which will marginally decrease our waste production. But I will need this one, probably going up and getting it bigger. Ooh, don't use Unity. Unity is such a precious thing right now, so don't use it. Don't use it right now. We still like this. I have to do just to get an extra bonus Unity, and this one I have to do to get there. So over here, I'm just all about the fuel, because we really want the fuel to expand, and the workers just disappear. Okay. Yeah, we'll change somewhere else that doesn't need as many builders right now. And we got a nice boost here, if we can see on the Unity build here. There. This one is not getting anything yet, but man, is that gonna get there soon. Here. Yes, households. This is getting increasing, and when it gets to 2.1, this is the maximum it can get. Whew, that is going to be glorious. Now, how else could we get Unity? Well, we can get some more science going, but that requires more people, and I guess that's kind of the next thing to get the science going, so get that going. Because now we got Unity, I wouldn't say under control, but it's certainly getting better now. Even though we don't have settlement recycling, we actually do have recycling plants. So let's actually start building this. I'll build it here because this is kind of close. The places that give us recycling is the science. It is, let's actually do that first. Yeah, it is this part. So our glorious favorite, what? Why is that not? Oh, right, it's because it's this one. Favorite maintenance. So maintenance is also going to give us that, which we will now do. And as you can see, things have stabilized. There's a mild flu going on, so that's a little bit nasty, but it's still something. So these are the 2 things. Then it will be settlement waste as well, with all the glass rocking chairs. And then we will then need to reconfigure these to handle the compressed in, because we only want to deal with compressed things. We simply don't want to waste time on anything else. And I will just do remove this here so we can actually see what we're doing. What I want to get inbound is a storage unit here, and like this in there. And if I do this, then that will be 60 inbound. This will get us the compressed recyclables, and we want as much as possible, and nothing, no constraints. So what I want outbound, we will have iron, copper, glass, and aluminum, and gold will not be there yet. So let's get a U shape here. That will be here, and then that will be the first thing, which will probably be the stuff that we have the most of, will be here. Then I want that to go into a storage box. No, I don't want it. Yeah, well, I do want a storage box. Something like this. Like that. But I want it to be compressed first, so we go into here and then go a compactor. There. Now the problem with this is that the compactor here can only handle 72 per minute. This is not much. So we might actually need to get more, and oh my god, it's annoying that this doesn't work. I don't know how to do this. This is really frustrating that it's so bad. But it is what it is. So I'm going to do that 3 forward, and this will be compressed iron. And then I can take this, because that's a unit, and I can do the same thing, and then I just have to change this to copper. Very important. And that is copper scrap here. Next one will be copper compressed, and in here I will get, not surprisingly, compressed copper. Then we can do another one, except there's no such thing as compressed glass. That just doesn't work. So glass will just be in a loose box like this. There, and that will be the broken glass. And these will all be forced empty. And they will always be warning if it's full, because if it's full, then no one is consuming it fast enough, and then that's a problem. Here, that goes in there. Right now, at the beginning, it won't be that much throughput, this one. Let's make sure that this is first removed, and then we get broken glass. This one, broken glass, good. So this will be basically the default build of this, and I'm going to just make it a little bit closer. I will make it there-ish. Ooh. I really don't want to be this close, because I might actually want to get this belted. Not now. Let's get this done. Can I just do this? I can. And do I have enough? Whew, not a lot of enough. I keep going out here just to recruit more. If I had the Unity, of course. I do not. Forgot about that. This one will just be grabbing everything coming in, and we can see that stuff is coming in. This, unfortunately, is quite worker intensive, so let's get more workers. We are actually getting closer to being good on this, so I could just for a little bit do this pop, so that they can... What happened? How did that... Did that change anything? No, right, of course it's this one. Yeah, as soon as this one activated, then we have a massive deficit. We'll get that within a couple of months. I get 6 per month, so I should be good. Settlement recycling is now done, and that's another really important part that helps us a lot. It gives us free resources. I like free resources. It also gives us slightly less pollution, because the stuff that goes... come on. Yeah, the stuff that would normally be just waste will now be converted into recyclables. And I just made a mistake. Because I am not going to do recyclables like this. Wow, good thing we have lots of Unity again. And I will instead be doing, because it has to be compressed, everything has to be compressed here. Why is this one not going away? Weird. What are you? Go away. And then here, this has to be compact. And then I'll compact this one. And then put a box out here. I'll put the proper kind of box, that kind of box here, which will be the compressed recyclables. There. And I want that gone, and I want this to be notified if full. And then I just built this. Built it again. There's a marginal increase here in population, but not much. What we'll basically do for population is just go in here once in a while and just pop these, and that's kind of how we grow our population, because we needed more. We only have 8 remaining. So this one working, we should be getting recyclables out here. That should go in here, and that should be available to the general network. Go up to this one, get recycled, and come out as whatever has been used, and then going back into the network. Super nice. That is really what we wanted to do today. There is one thing we want more, and that's actually the housing. So let me get that, because the housing will allow us to make these squares, which will give us one more unity if we're a little bit, careful. So let me prepare that. So I had to wait a bit until this area here was cleared, so I can now build here, here, and here. And there still should be enough room to get by here. Yes, they can move by. Ooh, there's just a little bit of... So yeah, I think it can be done. Oh no, now they go around. Oops. And they're not even... These are not even... Okay, let's not do that. Okay, I want to show what it is, and then we'll let this clear a little bit of space first. But what I wanted to show was in here, in here, in here. Here we now have some new cool things, so we can make like a something with a fountain. And let's just complete it fast. So if we look at our Unity here, household appliances, well, that's not really getting anywhere close. This is 9.17 that we're generating. And let's see what happens when this one gets in. I think we can actually make another one. So let's make another one with a dark square, a light square, or a column square. We'll build one here. Oh, that's too expensive. Let's just build it the old-fashioned way. There. We can get that. 200, 220. I just can't get this one without a Unity getting in here. That's another progress that will be ready for the next one. So this one is now done, and let's look at our Unity. If that increases, yeah, there should be a new category that's added here. It was 511 before. And 1, 2, 3. Let's go get something. Maybe it has to cross into a new one. There we go. Settlement quality plus 87. This can go at maximum of 87 at this point, but it can't go at maximum of 1.0 if every single block has an adjacent square. And corner is also adjacent. So that's why I'm building these 8 here around 1. And then I'll build another 8 here around that one, which will then be... Yeah, but I guess we have to cut a little bit of more of this mountainside before we can actually do that. But once this is done, I'll just force build it so we get it done. Then we should see that it jumps up to 1.0. And in the meantime, we're also just making a nice big fat ramp here. And then closing out, killing off this mountain. The other terraforming project is going over here, which will just make a one line which gets access to all of this. This mountain range has to be removed. You have to clear the forest, but then I also at some point in the not too distant future need to work my way up to the gold, because, well, we do need the gold. Not too distant future, maybe 5 episodes or so in the future. And here we go, that's done. And if we look at our Unity, 1.0 out of 1.0, that's the maximum we can get from settlement if every single housing building is next to a square. It just looks nicer to have this around here. Like, come on, looks so much nicer. But I don't want to do it because then they can't move past, and they need to move past. Anyway, start taking stock of the situation of what we've done today. Aside from just averting disaster, we upgraded our power plant from 16 to 24 megawatt of power. Very nice. And we have expanded our city. We have gotten the science going. That was first. We got some glass rocking chairs going in here. I think I can actually activate that one as well. Glass rocking chairs. We have also increased our buildings or our vehicles up to 170. We are now in a really pinched situation. We have to use plenty of food. Actually, we don't now anymore. And, well, actually, I'd like to. And then over here, I have reduced fuel consumption by 25% because we are absolutely desperate. I can do this one here so we can continue to get more science, because we want to get these 2 sciences before we can get the next episode started, which will be a sour water stripper here and a massive upgrade of this one. So I want to do all of the chemical plant manipulation in a single episode. That's why we did all the preparations right now, although it might have been smarter to do the sour water stripping first, because if we look at the health, that is pretty abysmal with all of the water pollution. That's the stuff we can really get rid of by oh, it's also a disease, but the water pollution is here. We're just pouring in a ton of sour water, and sour water is a very valuable resource. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying it. Remember, the designs we make in this this series are available to patron supporters on Patreon, and linked on Patreon or on Discord. And of course, also the save games are available. And I will be streaming this both on Twitch and also making YouTube videos here on YouTube. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know with the likes if you want to see this continue for out to late game Until next time, take care and stay effective.